All right, before I start,
Okay.
I need a little sip of coffee to handle this shit.
Oh my god. Yo, nigga gotta drink coffee. Nigga gotta make sure he's fully energized to read the Larry Wheels files to you and me, bro. Think about that. The Larry Wheel files are draining this young man's energy.
Oh God, no.
Unbelievable. He's my brother, we're alike. So you're saying you're a cuck like Larry Wheels, official Cardo? I'm not surprised. Everyone say hi to YouTube. Welcome back, YouTube. And today in this video here today, we are going to be reacting to none other than the Larry Wheels files, my nigga. Now, apparently, this nigga, Larry Wheels, is into some really sick, nasty, freaked out Diddy shit. And we're gonna find out from none other than John Bravo Films what type of freak, nasty, evil shit Larry Wheels is into. Make sure y'all hit all the links in the description, like the video, subscribe, and make sure y'all tune in to my X so you know when I'm live on either Twitch or Kick. But other than that, let's get into the video, man. Let's get into the video.
And I've had this for a long time, but I felt at the time that it was so personal. It was so, like I said, I've been getting nightmares. You guys are probably going to have them too now every time you think of Larry's face or see it on the screen. I felt bad to put it out there in the public.
I can't.
So the first thing I saw was Larry wearing this purse like, you know, someone else we know. That piece of shit, Peggy Watson.
Excuse me? What you got? What you got for us?
Okay.
What you got for us, Jim?
Oh, wait.
Oh, boy.
Let me help you with
Buy
that.
another watch for you.
You're such a legend, man.
I was like, what's next? Does he want to get pegged like him too, that asshole? Then I saw his Sharmuta wife with Rampage, playing with their hair, smiling, flirting, and all these inside jokes between them all.
No, I don't mess with married women. My wife knows how to jiu-jitsu. You know jiu-jitsu? Just try it out, man. No, brother.
What do you mean by that?
I was like, I knew something's going on. But when I found out the real story, I wish I didn't, because now I'm sick from this shit.
Everybody get your popcorn, man.
So you guys remember what Larry, that piece of shit, did? How he robbed his good friend Daniel for $50,000 for a down payment of his house and never paid him a cent back, and now that guy is stuck driving around in Ubers and feeding his family McDonald's? You guys remember that shit, right? Well, while I was investigating that story, I saw files and files of information on Larry, messages, conversations. I spoke personally to people that were the closest to him, and I heard stories and seen shit that I never wanted to see again, because since then, I've been having nightmares about all that sick shit, and I never wanted to release it so you guys won't have those same nightmares. But now that the word is out, and, you know, I've heard since then, other people are hurt by Larry's actions. You guys, you know, saying, John, release the Larry files, release the Larry files. I said, you know what? You guys want to see this shit? Because he's an asshole? I'm going to show it to you. But you know how I always say, you know, get out your popcorn, your goobers, milk duds, meat.
That's what I just told John niggas, man. If you're watching this shit, because holy shit, this feels like we're watching a documentaries. Yo, I'm going to give it to you. John Bravo, this is really good edited. Really good edited. But make sure y'all niggas all snuggled in tight into your little pajamas. Huh? Make sure you got on your big teddy bear pajamas, your little teddy bear slippers. Make sure everything is nice and comfortable, because we're about to look into some real dark shit. Some real dark shit. Some real spooky shit. I'm talking to you, Quetty9, in the chat. You, yes, you. Talking about React harder? Well, you won't be able to react to this sick shit we're about to watch. Let's get into it, man.
Skittles. I don't know if I could tell you that this time, because if you do, you may spit that shit out when I show you this shit.
John, release the Larry files. And so if you want to know in full details exactly what's going on, remember, I'm not even going to say what he's done. It's far too gross for this channel. Type in the comment section, John released the Larry files. Look at Larry's face right here. I mean, are you even kidding me right now?
So recently, we see Larry on Kick live streaming, all over the place because he wants to join all the other assholes. He wants that Eddie Kick money, right?
Hey, what's wrong with Kick, nigga? Oh, whoa! Yo, listen, that's one of my platforms right there. I love to go on Kick. I like to kick it on Kick, man. I love to kick it on Kick. Let's not talk about Kick, man. Hydra Ghost. Switch your name to Hydra Ghost, bro. What you have your name is QD9, bro. That's some funny name. You got a funny name right now, bro. I don't like that name, bro. Switch that name, bro. And if I'm live on YouTube, nah. I'm not live on YouTube right now.
We know he doesn't have the money, even though he pretends he does. He can't even pay the guy back $50,000. Well, now we see him, right, with his wife, pimping out his wife all over for attention. And there's all this shit going around, Why is Larry acting like a cuck, pimping out his wife like this? What's really going on behind the scenes?
Oh, no. Who did this?
Me.
What?
Yo.
After all the memes that have been going viral on the internet, this is what you come up with?
Yeah.
While I'm on live?
This is fucked up, man. I'll be honest. Before we get into the deep, dark crevices of what could potentially be one of the nastiest relationships in all of streaming, would you, to rise to the top of the stream game, let your girl get fucked in front of you? Let me know. Cardo. I'm asking not to Cardo because we know Cardo's into that sick nasty
It's
shit.
Myron. He says, I see trouble in a row. So that was like the second or third time he DM'd me and then I sent his message because I heard not.
Bro really thought that he was about to cuck me.
Well, in one of those streams, Larry and his wife started talking trash, not about Greg Doucette, right? Because Greg made some videos back, but about Greg's girlfriend started making fun of her looks. And when Greg saw it, he said, you know what, Larry? You got personal with me. I'm going to get personal back. And in the past, I gave Greg a couple screenshots showing that Larry was really a cuck, and I knew it this whole time.
You say whatever you want to Coach Greg. I don't care. But when you go and attack my girlfriend for no reason, who did nothing wrong at all, well, you're then making it personal. And so since you want to get personal, I'm now going to talk about the things that I know and that I actually have proof. And so Larry Wheels is actually a cuck. Now, I'm not suggesting maybe. I'm not saying I think. I'm saying that I know. One day, I want you to text me about this kind of stuff and talk to me like a cuckold with a bow.
Now, for the niggas in the chat who don't know what a cuck or a cuckold is, because, some of you are very young. A cuckold is basically a guy who likes to watch his girl get bland in front of him. He's a guy that likes to watch his girl suck other guy off right in front of him while he sits in a little chair feeling all vulnerable and warm because he likes that shit.
Downside, he's going to get tag teamed by Coach Greg and John Bravo, two of the most infamous characters on the internet that you don't want around with. And I'm not talking about actually having sexy time with us. I'm talking about messing with us, poking the bear.
So now going back on what I was saying earlier, when I was investigating the story of how he robbed Daniel, I've had this shit And I've had this shit for a long time. But I felt at the time that it was so personal. It was so sick. Like I said, I've been getting nightmares. You guys are probably going to have them too now every time you think of Larry's face or see it on the screen. It was so sick, I felt bad to put it out there in the public. So since then, I've gotten closer with some of the people, multiple women that were in Larry's.
Be honest, chat. If me and this Jack film guy had to get in the ring, right, and box, who do you think is winning? I think I step out that ring. I think I step out the ring as a champion. You know, Jack, I'm gonna give it to him. He's probably strong. Maybe he might be a little bit stronger than me, but I'm faster. And I hit harder. Don't ask how. I hit harder.
Life. And I've built strong relationships with them, and they've shown me things, they've told me things. And I feel really bad for them because they were deeply, and still to this day, deeply affected by their relationship with Larry. And it's their story to tell, and I'm not going to tell their personal stories here. That's up to them to say it. But what I will say is that their lives are deeply affected by what he did to them till this day. I mean, I know one girl, she doesn't even want to have a boyfriend again, and she can't even have sex since Larry, because that's how much these things affected her. And you guys remember, years ago, one of Larry's ex-girlfriends came out, made a video, right?
Yeah.
Claimed that he cheated on her with not just women, with men, spent all his money on chatterbait, and she said a bunch of other things in the video. Well, quickly, that was dismissed and people, forgot about it. But since then, I've heard similar stories from multiple women in Larry's life.
It took a really long time for me to admit this to myself, even in privacy. It took a lot of talking to professionals, and it took a lot of space.
I'm not gonna lie. Larry Wheels sounds like official Cardo in the chat. Just gonna put it out there. This Larry Wheels guy sounds like Cardo.
From him to, really understand what I had been dealing with in my relationship with him for years. And that is abuse. And I mean, that's abuse across the board: physical, mental, emotional, and narcissistic abuse with this person. Starting with the cheating aspect, like I said, I've been with him for 5 years, and he's cheated on me for 5 years, since day one. This is cheating on me with the woman. This is cheating on me with the man.
Yeah.
This is cheating on social platforms. I've even had women from Chatterbait reach out to me and inform me of their relations with one another.
So now Larry's behavior,
This guy's a hornball,
robbing
man.
his friend the $50,000.
This guy's a dog, man. He's just going for everything for women, men, like women, men. You know what I mean by women, men, right?
Are still not paying him back at all, still driving around in the Uber. Multiple stories from multiple women of him really destroying their lives.
Guy looks like
and now that he's been outed as a cuck by Greg already, you guys all asking for the Larry files. I'm going to show them to you. But like I said in the beginning, you guys may have nightmares from this shit. But before I do, I want to explain a little bit of something. This is not meant to shame anybody about kinks. Listen, we're all human beings. Part of being a human being is we have all different kind of crazy shit that we like, right? Some crazier and weirder than others. And Larry's is, really crazy shit. But this is not meant to shame him. But saying that, okay, you can't go in life and destroy people's lives because of those kinks. All right, before I start, I need a little sip of coffee to handle this shit.
Oh my God. Yo, nigga gotta drink coffee. Nigga gotta make sure he's fully energized to read the Larry Wheels files to you and me, bro. Think about that. The Larry Wheel files are draining this young man's energy.
Oh God, no.
Unbelievable. He's my brother, we're alike. So you're saying you're a cuck like Larry Wheels, official Cardo? I'm not surprised.
When I tell you guys this shit's been giving me nightmares, I see Larry's face. I get sick thinking about this shit. Now let's see. If you guys like the Larry files, I'm showing it too. So don't say I didn't warn you, all right? All right, this is the first one that you guys saw in Greg's video. Larry sending a screenshot of his face, right? Showing that he's a cuck. And he goes, "You think your OF members know I'm a cuck?" She goes, "Most likely. I can tell them." He goes, "How would you do that?" She goes, "A video or photo, and I can say Larry loves being a cuck. Who would help me?" Now, this is the part of the conversation with the girl where Larry is revealing to her that, you know, it would mean a lot to him if she would do shit with other men. All right, so you understand the context. And she says to him, you know, "It feels wrong doing it when I'm going out with you. Like you sleeping with another girl. I would hate it." Larry goes, "That's why you'll love it, because it's wrong. But I'll love it more than you do. Ha ha ha." And she goes, "So would you, you know, about sleeping with another girl?" He goes, "No, of course not." She goes, "I suppose it's not easy to understand what I enjoy. I know most men want to stick their D in everything that comes their way. So you'd only like me to do it, but you doing it with the girl is wrong, so it's the same?" And then he goes, "But then there are guys like me who want their girlfriends to get and send pics." And then he puts his arms up like what a girl does in her emojis.
Excuse me, my nigga? The nigga says, then there are guys like me who want their what? To send what and what? This is sick. Why would you want this?
And he says, "I enjoy you being open and slutty. While I know I'll never touch another woman, it's how I'm wired. It doesn't excite me to sleep with another woman.
You know what? Let me move my camera. Let me move
me.
my camera so y'all can see all this sick shit he's talking about, bro. What the fuck, Larry? Larry, you're a fucked up guy, man. You're fucking weird, bro.
Or if you sleep with another man." Fucked up, right? I can't believe this shit I'm reading.
Sick shit.
This conversation alone plays me on my insecurities. So if I did it anytime soon, I would think, well, if we can do it with the guy, what if he goes and does it with another girl? So I have to be totally 100% secure to do this. See, so Larry, you know, in this whole conversation, he's revealing to the girl, you know, "I don't want to sleep with no other girls, but it's okay. You can do it with the other men because I like it." She says, "Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. As I said, I just have to learn that, and I totally trust it." He goes, "More time together, more trust, and more comfortable." Exactly, still building on the foundations of the relationship. I do believe we'll do it for sure and just laugh at it, but right now I'm not ready. He goes, "Maybe we can take baby steps in that direction." She says, "Of course."
Bro, this nigga Larry Wills is grooming this woman into cucking him. She's not even comfortable with this shit. She's not. But he's like, no, go ahead. Fuck other men. Go take some big black Johnsons from Tyrone down the street, from Jamal at basketball practice. Yo, this nigga's wildin'. This is unbelievable. I've never seen a nigga so like enthusiastic about shit like this.
Better. Slowly work towards it, at least to a point where you can talk about it comfortably. Yeah, I mean, physically f***ing someone else is a huge step. See, so she's not totally into this. She doesn't understand why he wants her to do this shit, right? So he's trying to convince her. "One day, I want you to text me about this kind of stuff and talk to me like a cuck. Thanks in advance." She says, "How so, master? Like I'm the submissive one, and you rub in my face how these guys did things with you I haven't." Then he throws up the hands again. What's with that girl shit?
Yo, what is with the shrugs, bro? You gotta chill with the shrugs. But like, what? So he wants her to rub in his face. What? He wants to get belittled. Larry, man, we're gonna have to take it to therapy. We gotta take it to real nigga therapy. I'm reaching out right now. Larry Reels, if you ever see this, we gotta talk, man. We gotta talk.
Emoji. "I've been so clean with you. How does that make you feel?" He goes, "Inadequate." He wants the shit dirty. So this, I'm assuming, she did shit with the guy and filmed it because he wants to watch it. He goes, naughty Dobby, please send something from the video, Dobbs. And she goes, it's too much. I will make another video one day. He goes, even...
You guys realize how crazy this is? Do you realize how crazy this is? Nigga said it's too much. I'll make another video one day. My nigga, this is like, isn't this like his wife? Or is it just his girlfriend? If this is your wife, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. What's the point of making her your wife if she's gonna be out here wilding like this? And the thing is, it's one thing if she was just a hoe. But nigga, you're forcing her to be a slut. Like, this is crazy. This is the first time I've seen some shit like this, where a nigga's literally forcing his girl to be a slut, bro.
If you screenshot and crop something from it, censor stuff in the background, can use an app to censor stuff in the background of the photo screenshot. I apologize for being persistent, but as you said, we don't know next time you will do something like this, and I feel there is definitely something that can be taken from that video and crop censors. She goes, okay, I will look. No, I totally get it. He goes, thanks, Dom. So he's really into watching all this shit. Then he sends her a text saying, Dick is waiting for you. Have been waiting in line after everyone on OF for you. She says, he's the real simp. Larry goes, yes, I am. Look at this one. We can go now, he says. Okay, cool. I'll go out, put some clothes on. I got on my knees and kissed your feet after you had from other guy. Masty is feeling very grateful.
Carter, this is the type of shit you into? Getting on your knees and kissing her feet after she just fucked some other dude, bro? You're sick, bro. You're sick, my nigga. This is actually incredible, bro. This is nasty, dog.
She says, is Masty going to watch the videos of me being a... Yes, I'm watching now. I couldn't wait. I still can't believe all the shit I'm reading. Now this one is the sick one. I don't understand why somebody would want a woman's heel down there. All right, look what he says. He goes, I'm in front. Can Masty, what is this pet word? Can Masty under Dobby's heel? It'll be the most simp way to... She goes, no, not allowed to... He goes, okay, Dobbs.
Yo, bro.
Now this one. Are you ready for this? He goes...
This nigga's a real maggot. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't get, if you okay with niggas like just using and abusing your wife like this, why did you slap Dean the Great when he was trying to push up on your girl, bro? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, you're obviously into this humiliation shit. Why did you get so mad at Dean the Great? The nigga was helping you out.
She says, I've had 2 Ds already.
Oh, hell no.
He says, have you actually? Wow, babe, that's so hot. Did they both feel coming home? Okay. Is Masty gonna fill Dobby? Yes, Masty's gonna fall inside Dobby's. Did Dobby shower or anything? Since I was in the shower, but I didn't clean myself. He says, okay, perfect. Now, this here is a message from a guy who messaged a girlfriend, right?
Bro. 2 guys had sex with this nigga's wife. And this nigga is happy with the fact that he gets to fuck after niggas just destroyed his wife and came inside of his wife. The nigga's excited, bro. Like, normally I'd be laughing at some shit like this, but I'm too disgusted to laugh, bro. I'm terrified.
Of Larry saying, I know he's been messaging other women. She says, oh, really? Show me. Look, I don't want to be a homewrecker. Just know he messaged my girlfriend, asking her if she'd ever thought about being a lifter / vixen. Sounds kind of weird. Then he unsent the message. So I'm not gonna say what a vixen is, but it's very similar to a voyeur kind of thing. I can't say the shit on here. All right. So he's basically, you know, finding girls on Instagram with the guy and asking if he can do something. All right. That's all I'm gonna say. So this last one, okay, it's a conversation. I trust the source, but I'm not confirming this actually happened, but it's a funny story. He goes, I don't know what's worse, him stealing money or the girls at Mount Vernon barbell that pegged him a few years.
So yeah, I ain't gonna like Cardo. This nigga might be a maggot for real. This nigga's getting pegged. He might generally be a maggot. This is bad, bro.
Back, so I guess him and Peggy are into the same old shit. But Larry, he's the real, you know, Mount Vernon pegger, MVP in all of this. It's only a matter of time before that shit comes out too.
Why y'all gym niggas so freaked out, bro? I hope Greg isn't on shit like this. Greg, if you want some shit like this, my nigga, you're cooked.
I used to train at that gym and would hear the stories that this is going back like 6-7 years. Now, people, all right, I'm only reading a piece of these conversations. Like I said, I have massive amount of information and personal stuff about the other personal things of how it affected these girls, all this behavior. But I'm not putting that in this video. Like I said, if the girls want to come out and speak their story, they can.
Number 26.
But that's all I'm going to read for you guys, because I think you guys have enough shit where now when you look at Larry, you're going to be sick from this shit
I'm
too
sick,
and have
I'm
those
sick.
nightmares.
I'm sick to my stomach, like, reading all this nasty shit, bro.
So now you guys know all this crazy shit about Larry, right? Yeah. Well, you know all this shit that's going on online, all these clips, all these memes going around about, you know, Larry being a cuck to Rampage Jackson because that stream they did?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Now that stream looks way worse.
Well, looking at it now after knowing the shit that you know, you're going to be looking at it a little differently now when I tell you this story. Remember the video with Rampage and Larry's wife when she was twirling her hair, playing with her tits, giving him those googly eyes?
Where I'm going after the Philippines? I gotta go to Guatemala later on that month. You ever been to Guatemala?
Everyone thought she was doing bad shit behind Larry's back, like a sharmuta would. But what if Larry was promoting this love affair? Larry even tells him to get on top of his wife.
My wife knows Aussie Jiu-Jitsu. You know Jiu-Jitsu?
Let me move the camera so y'all can see this clip. So this nigga, okay, so not only is this nigga like, he's into this shit, but he's trying to pimp out his wife to other streamers. Again, why are you mad at Dean the Great, nigga? What the hell?
Just try it out, man. No.
Can you see the way that Rampage gives him that look with the eye on the side?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't want to give up his secret? Looks to me like they might have had a little bit of too much fun together outside the ring the night before.
Let me see. Hey, I don't want to roll with your wife, man. Bro, your wife hot as fuck. Yeah, I know. I got no control over my little thing.
But that wasn't all, because after that, you know, that mat session, the training session they were all involved in, they went out to dinner together. Rampage, Larry, his wife, and there was a lot of awkward moments on the table. And at one point, Rampage was asked, you know, why doesn't he go on Discord? And he said, you know what? I'm too busy streaming. And then he turns, he looks at Larry's girlfriend and gives her the side eye again.
I don't get it. I don't know what they put in my Discord. I don't even be looking at my Discord. I be too busy streaming and streaming and hanging out.
Yeah, natural.
Yeah.
That's way from you. Oh no, I don't mess with married women.
He's got it, man.
Yeah, y'all on that freak shit, man.
Then after that, they're still all sitting on the table talking to the chat. Somebody brings up P. Diddy. And once his name is brought up, I wonder why. Look how awkward things got even more now.
Diddy booty is fine.
Love Diddy Booty.
That's his life.
His nickname.
Diddy
I know.
Booty.
Diddy Booty Jackson. That's what they call him. Diddy Booty Jackson. Hey, she doesn't know. She's a foreigner. I'm introducing.
I know about Diddy, but I didn't know Diddy Booty. Jackson is the
Oh,
name.
now you know about Diddy Booty Jackson.
Did you ever go in your career to these freakouts, parties?
No judgment.
Yeah,
Experience.
it's the same stuff. Some lotion.
Let's score.
Wait, that nigga Rampage was at the Diddy parties? Wait, I'm gonna Google this. Wait. Did Rampage Jackson go to the Diddy parties? What? The nigga lost his tooth at the yeah, you was a wild boy. You was a wild boy, nigga. Nigga was at the Diddy parties losing his teeth, nigga. What you was doing with your mouth that you was losing your teeth, nigga? Yeah, I'm on to you, Rampage Jackson.
And then the best part, right? Larry, he goes, you know what? I would have went to the P. Diddy party. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, we all know how much you love rubbing yourself in oil for the bodybuilding shows. Of course you're gonna rub yourself all over in that shit at a P. Diddy party, you asshole.
I mean, if Diddy invited me, I maybe would have gone. I was single at the time. I mean, I would have, maybe showed up, see
Yeah,
what's
why
all
not?
about, just check it out.
Yeah, you really saw what it was all about.
I think everybody would.
No, I mean, yeah, back then. No, yeah, back then, but now knowing what Diddy was up to,
Yeah.
would you
Now-
still go?
Yeah, you would lose respect. Like, people would judge you all kinds of ways.
Yeah, Rampage, did you know?
People knew you were at the party. So before this came out, if he Diddy
Yeah,
invited
yeah, you would, because you didn't know what he was up to. But now you know what he's up to. He like dudes, his nipples.
I didn't hear about all that.
Oh, okay, you didn't hear about it. Okay. Diddy like men, bro. Did you hear about that?
No, for
I
my
don't-
understanding,
So after that whole fiasco, Larry and his wife, they went on their Kickstream Live again, right, begging for donations. And people were teasing him about that whole Rampage thing, right? And for no reason, no one said anything about being a cuck. Larry had to volunteer and say, listen, I'm not a cuck. And if you really look into what he's saying, now we know why he was bringing it up out of nowhere, just like Greg said.
I mean, he's fine, but he's not my type, for sure not. He was very nice and entertaining, but in that particular clip where I'm like touching my hair, you can tell I'm like fully zoned out, and it was just funny, but
Despite what was said with those farming clips, I am not a cuck. For anyone out there wondering, there is no cuckoldry going on here in this marriage.
in a weird position. I don't know what to say.
Nigga,
The truth.
you're in a weird position, you don't know what to say? Okay. Larry, you was letting your wife get long dicked by niggas you don't even know, man. You a freak, dog.
So in the end, and I've spoken about this before in other videos, I believe this is a perfect example of what happens when you are a 16-year-old kid, you go on copious amount of performance-enhancing drugs, and how dangerous it is and how much it can control your brain and your thoughts and can change them, and I know Derek More Plates, More Dates spoke about this. Greg Doucette spoke about this.
Yeah, the trend,
Mike Israel,
the trend, the niggas be built like the Hulk and be cucks. Like, bro, I'm saying, like, you built big as fuck, but you can't protect your wife pussy, nigga. Oh my god. Yo. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yo, like what I was gonna say before, yo, the trend be frying niggas, man. The trend, that should be frying niggas' brain, bro. What the fuck?
So he even spoke
I'ma
about
drink some
this,
water soon.
how
Gotcha.
much it can affect you. And, even for me, I remember I spoke about it. I've told you guys about this before. I took Tren one time for, I think, 3 weeks. And, no shame if you like the bigger girls. But I was, normally I'm not really attracted to the very, very big ones. But I took that shit and I got attracted. So it fucked me up, wired my brain differently. Thank God since then I've recovered. But imagine you're doing this to a 16-year-old person just out of puberty. Imagine how it can affect you. And I think Larry is a perfect example of that and a cautionary tale for kids not to mess with all this shit. So now, Larry, like I said, we all have kinks. Nothing to be ashamed of. Some we like crazier shit and others just part of being a human, right? But you can't go and start destroying people's lives like you have because of those kinks. And, I'm hoping that you've gotten older, you have matured, and, those people that you have hurt, I believe they deserve closure in their lives because their lives were affected by your actions. And saying that, seeing you with this new girl, she's your wife now, I was thinking, maybe you did find the perfect girl for you because maybe she's into all the same exact things as you. And hopefully, she's not going to be hurt like the other people are. And as far as the other people that were affected, I believe, Larry, I think you should, give them closure, say sorry, because you have deeply affected their lives. And again, this video wasn't about shaming. And if you guys,
Alright, bet we're gonna end it here, bro. My message to Larry is, nigga, stay off all steroids, all the trend for a good while. Like, just go all the way natural. Hopefully that shit hasn't fried your brain. So this nigga is Diddy, but the cuck version. Now Diddy was a cuck as well. He's Diddy if Diddy just didn't fuck with nothing else but that cuck shit and getting paid apparently. Yo, Larry Wheels, man. Nigga, come off the trend, bro. That shit is fucking with you, gang. It's making you too horny. You're overly horny, gang.